Let me tell you something about women that many men often miss. There will be times when she pulls away, when she goes quiet, and in those moments, most men spiral. Doubts creep in. They overthink, question everything, and start chasing clarity they may never get. But here's the reality. Her silence isn't a reflection of your worth. It's not a mark against you, and it doesn't define who you are as a man. In truth, her silence is often a test, a quiet way of seeing how grounded you really are. This isn't about reacting, it's about holding your center. It's about learning how to carry yourself with composure, how to rise above emotional chaos without needing to say a word. You're not here to prove anything. You're here to master yourself. This isn't about revenge or trying to win her back. It's about reclaiming your energy and keeping your peace. It's about understanding the deeper psychology behind the silence and responding with calm, not chaos. When a woman pulls away, it can hurt, especially when you care. But that distance, it's not punishment, it's an opportunity. Most men see it as rejection. But what if it's actually a gift? A moment to pause, to get clear, to find out where your emotional control really stands. Think about it. Why does her silence shake you so deeply? Is your sense of self so tied to her attention that it crumbles when it's taken away? The truth is, sometimes her silence isn't even about you. It could be her own issues, her confusion, or her way of coping, or maybe she's just not into you. Either way, it doesn't change your value. What matters is how you carry yourself in response. This is where real strength lives. A man grounded in himself doesn't chase. He doesn't beg for attention. He accepts what is and redirects his focus inward. That's the essence of emotional strength. That's the Stoic way. The Stoics believe that peace comes when we stop trying to control what's out of our hands, and her attention, that's hers to give, not yours to force. Most men panic, try harder, try to fix it. But what does that really accomplish? It only feeds the narrative that your peace depends on her presence. And that's not power, that's dependence. Understand something deeper here. Whether she's aware of it or not, a woman often tests where you stand, not through direct questions, but through subtle emotional cues. And how you respond tells her everything she needs to know. If you break down, if you beg, if you overcompensate, she sees it. But if you stay centered, she feels that too. Real acceptance doesn't mean you don't care. It means you're not controlled. It means you can feel the sting, but still stay composed. As Seneca once said, we suffer more in imagination than in reality. You don't need to suffer over what you can't change. You need to focus on what's still in your hands, your growth, your mindset, your peace. And here's where the real shift happens. When she pulls away, you don't lean in, you lean into yourself. You go back to the gym, you level up in your career, you double down on your discipline. You pour your energy into building something that can't be taken away. Your character, your vision, your power. This is how you win without ever trying to. Not by playing games or trying to manipulate the outcome, but by becoming the kind of man who no longer needs anyone's validation to feel whole. A woman's attention is temporary. Your evolution isn't. When you do this, when you grow in silence, when you sharpen your body, your mind, your purpose, something shifts. You no longer chase. You no longer wonder. And ironically, that's when people start noticing. But by then, you've already moved forward, not to get revenge, but because you've grown past the need. So if you're in that space right now, if you're being ignored, left in the dark, take it as your invitation to rise. This is your moment to become more, to build more, to silence the noise and focus on the only thing that ever mattered, the man you're becoming. And if you're ready for that journey, let the world know. Drop a challenge accepted in the comments. Subscribe if you want more content that speaks to your strength, your growth, and your mission. This path isn't for everyone, but if it's calling you, it means you're ready. Let's rise.